Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the $1 Billion Grind. In fact, the finale of the $1 Billion Grind. I will be hitting $1 billion tonight. I'm just about there. And just to actually show you where I'm at $999,343,000. So we've got less than $1 million to go. Now, we could do this a lot of ways, cross that $1 billion mark, but I feel like Cayo Perico is the way to go with it. I feel like a Cayo Perico is what we should use to cross over, just because I got to believe that Cayo has probably made up about 75% of the income for this grind. And I want to say the very first stream that we did back in March, the very first thing I ever did was a Cayo Perico on that. So I think it's appropriate, and so that's what we're going to do. Also appropriate to today's realities in GTA. I've got a crappy Cayo set up. Basically a tequila with the secondary is only going to be one cocoa, one brownie mix, and one cash. I could actually go one cocoa and two brownie mixes if I wanted to make an extra trip up to the airstrip. But honestly, for that last 12% of the bag, cash versus brownie mix isn't going to make that big of a difference. So I don't think so. We're just gonna go with what's easy to grab at the North Dock. I do have setups to do still, though. It's not set all the way up. It's just purchased and scoped out. So it does need to be set up. So why don't we get started on that? And I am looking forward to finishing this off. This will be the finale of these streams anyways. Finally move on to some other stuff. Hope everyone's had a good holiday. I know I have. Looking forward to the new year. Actually, we're missing Clemson versus Tennessee right now, which is a bowl game that I'm very interested in. I'll have to watch it later. Right before we started, I took a look, and it looks like Tennessee is up a little bit. If you guys follow college football, that is a good game to be watching. Those are two excellent teams. I think they're heading into the second quarter about now. So, all right, let's get started on this. And as always, I start out with the weapon loadout. Always buy suppressors. We'll go with crack shot. Nice. And we've got Penrith building right from the start. I'm actually going to I'm going to get my Kasaka set up the way I want it, which is going to involve making kind of a stupid jump and then a jump back. So we'll just, it doesn't matter where I go because I'm just going to come back to Vespucci. I want to be pointed in a certain direction and then bring it up by the beach for when I'm running the setup missions. It'll just take a second to do. Man, I actually had to temper the grind this week. I could have hit $1 billion a couple days ago, and I actually had to stop playing just because it was running up faster than I thought. What did we leave off at on Monday's stream? I want to say it was like 970 some, maybe 980 million. And so I was just doing my thing, and that money just keeps flying in. I did do some racing though, since I really couldn't grind. I needed to find something to do that wouldn't earn a ton of money, so I decided to do some racing, and this reinforced what I was talking about the other month. You guys may remember a couple months ago I mentioned that it seemed like there really are not a lot of players on this platform. For those who don't know, I'm playing on Xbox Series, new gen version of the game, and it seemed like I could never get people to join races, or I couldn't even find like races, in progress, people racing, hardly ever. Really, really hard to find. So a couple months ago, for whatever reason, I ended up jumping over into an assisted aim lobby because I normally play in free aim. And a couple things I noticed. One is I actually got people to join races that I hosted. And two, I found a lot of races going on, that were already like in progress. People doing like 12 people racing. It was nice. So I think there's a lot more people playing on assisted aim than there are in free aim, especially on this platform. And that makes a big difference. The other thing I noticed was, like, if I were playing in a lobby with other people, on free aim, by the way, and let's say I encountered, some jackhole using the off radar glitch or the invulnerable glitch or whatever, and just griefing, being annoying. In the past, you could just jump sessions and get away from that idiot. The other thing I was noticing on this platform is I would jump sessions and I'd keep winding up right back in the exact same session with the same people. So I couldn't get away from these people. And I chalked it up to, wow, there's just nobody playing on Xbox Series, man. There's literally only one active lobby, at least only one that I can get connected to. Once I moved into assisted aim, that was not a problem anymore. When I would jump sessions, I'd wind up in a totally different session with totally different people. So once again, just interesting discovery. If I want to do anything that requires other people, I definitely need to be playing in assisted aim. For now, I'm back in free aim though, because that's really the way I prefer it. And when I'm doing this stuff, I'm in invite only anyways. So, but just a note for people: if you're a free aim player and you're on the Xbox Series platform, and if you're having trouble finding people to do stuff with, try assisted aim. I know it sucks, but there seems to be a lot more people there. And if you're into racing and stuff, that really doesn't matter anyways. All right, so we got the office mission. That's cool. We didn't even have to bother with Merryweather. If we did, I was going to have to move over by Elysian Island so I could rocket them. So a lot of people have asked, what am I going to do after I hit the billion? Well, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grind another 100, 200 million as a cushion, just so that I never go back under. I'm never going to get used to that reflection in that door. I'm going to grind up about another 100, 200 million as a cushion, just so that I stay over $1 billion. Honestly, if you have $200 million in this game, that should keep you pretty well able to afford everything that you need. You might have to grind once in a while to, replenish it and stuff, but you shouldn't be in any danger of running out of money at that level. The billion is just, a nice round number I wanted to grind to, is a goal. So I'm going to get that little cushion in place so that I stay over $1 billion. And then I'll tell you, the very first thing I'm going to buy. Wait, let me try to find this. 94, 1952. Oh, there it is. One more jump. Okay, there we go. The very first thing I'm going to buy is going to be a weaponized Ignis with the HSW upgrade. Because, I really haven't been spending much money through this grind because I'm trying to hit that $1 billion. So I've been very conservative with the money, only spending really where I absolutely had to. Very, very few purchases for fun this past year. The reason for the weaponized Ignis too, I guess it's not just for fun, it is kind of for necessity, is when I was running these races the last couple days, most of the races have HSW upgrades enabled, and I don't have any supercars with HSW. I've got a Krieger that's fully maxed out, and that was good for racing a year ago. But some of these races I've been in, they've had supercars with the HSW update, and for sure it was the weaponized Ignis was one. Obviously the weapon is disabled if you're not in a GTA race or whatever, if it's just a regular race. But two, I want to say the Devastate was maybe another one that had HSW up. I'll have to look into that. I haven't actually researched it yet, what all supercars can have HSW, but I think Devastate is another one. And what I noticed, man, is when we were on any kind of straightaway and I'm going full blast, just absolutely bombing down the straightaway in my Krieger, man, those HSW cars, it flew by me like I was parked. And so it became apparent to me that if I want to compete in the races, I'm going to have to get HSW upgrades. And so I'm thinking weaponized Ignis, and then I'm going to look into what the other cars are that have it too. I know I was in a sports car event, not supercars, and I was using my Itali GTO. Is that what it is? Itali, yeah, I think that's what it is. That's a really great sports car, very, very fast. I've won races in that in the past, and there were some people in Banshees, and it looks like the Banshees had the HSW upgrade, and those things were ridiculously fast too. On the straightaways, they were just leaving me in the dust. So, yeah, definitely got to make some purchases, and those will be like the first things that I get into once I got my cushion in place. All right, let's call for. I guess first I got to return this, and then call for my Phantom Wedge. And I need armor. And I think I'm going to take a break from Cayo Perico after all this. I've done this literally hundreds of times. Actually, even if I don't take a break from it, I'm definitely going to start checking out other ways of doing it, because this version of doing it that I'm doing right now, you know, of course it was based on the original Beachdown Gaming speedrun way of doing it. I just kind of, you know, modified that to whatever was easiest and most convenient for me. It's kind of a trade-off between speed and convenience, really. I'm trying to stay effective for my time spent, but I don't want to stress either and like be like running against a clock. I just, you know, it's the easiest set of missions you can do in a logical order. You can get it done in about 50 minutes. And so it's the best route to do. But there are a lot of different ways that you can do this heist. This is by no means the only way. So I'll definitely be probably exploring some of those other approaches and stuff. Like one that looks kind of interesting, although I don't see people do it a lot, so maybe it's no good. I don't know. I'll have to try it and figure it out. Is the Alkanost, which I call kind of like the Fortnite entry where you're jumping out of that plane. That looks kind of interesting. I have done the submarine approach. I actually think the Longfin is more fun than the submarine approach, personally. But there's also like starting off in the truck where you're sneaking to the compound and stuff from the airfield. So there's a lot of different ways you can do it. And I want to try out all of those and see if there's something that's, you know, something more fun to do. Sneak through here. I gotta stay to the left here because the train's gonna be coming the other way. Or it usually is. What, not today? No, here he is. Oh, he's kind of late. It's easier to do it along that wall. Huh. I was gonna say that would have been the very first time ever that I drove this Subaru and didn't see the train. So. Man, I am not going to miss the snow, though. Snow's fun for about a day. 2 weeks of it, man, it gets kind of annoying. I suppose if you're just, like, screwing around having fun and you're not, like, trying to achieve anything, you're not actually trying to grind anything or whatever, then it would be fine. But, man, when you're up in the air, like when you do the scope out mission, the intel mission, and you're flying your... your Sparrow to where the boat is, you can't see anything in this fog, man. Everything is like all whited out. You can't see. I can't stand that. This guy's gonna give up on me or what? Got 3 stars. Ah, there it goes. Huh. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the regular weather coming back too. Speaking of weather, man, we went to extremes this past week here in the real world. I mean, we were in single digits a week ago right now, but now the last couple of days were like 50 degrees. And I saw on the weather we might get up to 60 in the next few days. So quite a heat wave coming through here. Messing with everything. Turn. I actually have my warehouses mostly ready for sales too. So immediately after I hit the billion, I'll actually have the option to do 5 warehouses. Get like another 7.5 million. Oh, and if you guys haven't been messing with it yet, I strongly advise it. The Acid Lab is awesome. It's really good moneymaker, actually. It doesn't make huge amounts at once, but it's definitely in line with like Bunker. Or in fact, I think it's probably better than the Bunker, better than the MC. The only thing I'll say is maybe the maybe the Nightclub's better. But the Nightclub, you have to AFK overnight to get like the full, $1 million sale deal. So the Acid Lab, you can make a couple $100,000 in just a few hours. It's pretty nice, and it's easy. The cell missions are easy. Pretty much, I don't know if there's only 3 cell missions or if there's more. I still haven't gone like on YouTube and looked that up or anything, but I've seen the one where the one I get the most is like the parking garage roof where the cops are waiting for you. I've gotten that one more than anything else. And then there was one other one I got that I can't really remember the details of. I only got it one time, and it was like early on. But the third one I got more recently was what I'll just call like the Paperboy delivery mission, where you're riding around on the motorcycle to like 10 different places, and you've got to throw the papers into like a little basket that's off to the side. It's kind of like if you were delivering papers, like a paperboy. And at one of the drops, there's some guys waiting to jump you, and it's not a big deal though. They're easy to take out. But this business is definitely worth the time. You can buy the supplies for $60,000, and then when that's done producing, you can go ahead and sell that if you want, or you can buy, supplies again, and that'll use up like another $36,000 worth of supplies, and then you'll have more stuff to sell in one shot. Now, building up the product bar all the way that way, by purchasing twice, is definitely more efficient in that you'll spend less time delivering for more money. But honestly, it's either way, it's not a big deal if you just want to sell what you got. It's not worth any more money like per unit or anything by letting it get all the way full. It basically each unit is worth the same amount no matter how much you have. So if you just wanted to buy supplies once, let it produce the amount of product that it produces, and then sell that's fine. That'll work just fine. And you could work that into a good grind cycle too, by the time however long it takes. I haven't figured that out yet either. I'm always kind of like away and doing other stuff, so I haven't paid any attention. I'm sure that's probably online though, like how long it takes to complete one full bar of supplies. We're going to Del Perro. This is the trickiest location for this. Oof, I hate this weather. I have trouble seeing. I wasn't totally sure where it was going to be. All right, here we go. Take these guys out. There's a guy over here. Sorry, guys, I'm quiet here for a second while I focus on these guys. All right, I think I can drop down and get it now. We'll see. If I get a shotgun in the face, it will have been a mistake. Oh, we got it. And let's get out of here. All right. It's always a little tricky right there, just because that little alcove only really has one way out. But I've done it so many times now that I'm kind of comfortable with it at this point. But I will admit, over time, that spot I have died at, more than any of the others for doing this mission. Loading screens. Guys, remember when Rockstar was pushing Expanded and Enhanced? And one of the features that they touted was what was it? Seamless loading screens or quicker loading screens, quicker loading times, that sort of thing. They lied. They lied so much. What was really funny is they touted seamless character switching. Like, so if you're playing story mode, you know, you're switching between Trevor and Michael and Franklin. They said, oh, you know, it's seamless switching. Well, it was seamless switching on the PS3, so I don't know why they feel the need to mention that. I don't remember that ever really being a problem. But what was hilarious about it was after it came out, I think it was The Professional that showed it in one of his videos. He was doing a playthrough, you know, of the new expanded and enhanced version of the story mode. And in one of his videos, he showed when he tried to switch from one character to another, he got stuck in a loading screen for a really long time, which is a really unusual place to have that happen. Like, I don't think that's ever happened to me. At least if it has, I don't remember it. So very unusual, very rare. Typically, character switching has never been an issue in any version of this game. But he pointed out that, look at this, you know, they specifically bragged about this, that this was going to be something they had improved on, which none of us thought, you know, it really needed it anyway. But now, not only did they not improve it, they actually made it worse somehow. Funny stuff. Oh, this guy managed to get hidden. I have to come over here and take him out of cover. There we go. Or take him from cover is what I meant to say. Ah, come on. Whoops, get my mic stand there. All right. That was the other thing I did, since I really couldn't grind and I needed to like stop earning money in this one. Some of you may recall I managed to get my hands on a PS5 over the holiday, over Black Friday last month. And on Christmas Day, I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but on Christmas Day, GTA 5 for Next Gen was actually on sale for only $20. I think that was true of both Xbox and PlayStation. So, since it was on sale, I decided to go ahead and pick it up on my PS5. So, I've not played online on PS5 yet. I've just been playing story mode. And man, I'll tell you what, man, it looks nice. It really does. I haven't played story mode for a long time. When I bought this next-gen version for my Xbox, I only bought just the online only. I figured I had no interest in playing story mode. But lately, I've just been kind of thinking about it, so I started doing that the last couple days on my PS5. It was kind of cool, man. I haven't played those missions in so long. It's almost kind of like new to me. And there's stuff I don't remember. A few things. I don't know if they added it to the game or if I just didn't notice it back in the day. Like, it had to have been there, but that photographer guy that Franklin helps out, he signed Franklin up for some kind of an amateur photography thing where Franklin's supposed to go around taking pictures of wildlife. And maybe that was always there, but I don't remember ever doing that back on PS3 when I completed the game. I don't remember. Now I didn't get 100% completion, so maybe it was there and I just didn't notice it when he signed me up. I must have just ignored it or something. But anyways, like, that's something to me that I wasn't familiar with. I just didn't remember that. And just a few other things. I guess I can't name them all right now, but as I've been playing it, I'm like, I don't remember this. I don't remember that. But it's definitely looking way better. I'm playing it on like a 65-inch 4K TV, and I don't actually have it. I don't have my PS5 like hooked up into my setup here, like for recording or streaming or anything. I just got it off on a TV where I can kick back on a couch and play. And it is really, really sharp looking, really nice looking. I definitely appreciate the newer graphics on that display. All right, just need the cutting torch, and we are good to go to Cayo. Oh, I gotta collect my safes too. Actually, forgot about those. Ha! That's like another 300 some thousand. I think I got the nightclub safe already, so that's not gonna have like any real money in it right now. But the agency and the arcade are both full, so that's like 350 grand right there. Gotta get up a little higher here to the roof. All right, these guys. Oof. You know, the nerfing, I know I've said it before, I'll say it again. The nerfing of the rockets and the Mark II really did not hurt griefers significantly, but it did hurt grinders, because now they don't hit these like targets like this as well as they used to. But big surprise that something Rockstar would do would actually harm people who like to grind the game. Is that all of them, really? It doesn't seem right. I feel like there should be some more. Yeah, there are. I see the red circle on my radar now. See if this guy will come out. I mean, I could just take him out with my machine gun, I guess. But usually I like to wait for him. Ah, screw it. He ain't moving. So I'm sure he'll come out once I land. So I'll just be ready. Where is he? There he is. Anyone else? Yeah, there's one over there too. Where is he? Saw him running. Huh, maybe I didn't. Maybe it was just the same guy. We'll know in a minute if I start getting shot. There it is. Oh, my warehouses are getting their crates. I'm going to ignore those until after the heist, though. All right, here we go. Now, like I said, this this is actually a pretty crappy Cayo that we're doing. It's tequila, and like I said, the secondaries are going to be cocoa, brownie mix, and cash. So it's not going to be anything special, but it'll be enough to throw us over that billion mark, and that is the magic of Cayo. And how appropriate that it's a crappy Cayo, given the nerf that it got this year. Let's get rid of the Mark II, and I'm going to change up my radar too. Off, there we go. Tell you what, that's one nice thing about Cayo Perico, no snow. Also story mode. No snow in story mode. I like that too. Maybe that's why I've been enjoying it so much on the PS5. It looks so much better without snow. All right. Let's do it. Let's break the billion. So, finale. Confirm. Play. Longfin. And we'll be going to the North Dock on the left side, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It's not really that hard on that side. It's just not quite as easy as the other side. It's all right, though. There's only one guard over there. And it's safe to kill him, too. He doesn't get found if you take him out. Now, this is annoying. They changed this even more. He hits right here. He accelerates the boat even more than he used to. And you literally cannot avoid hitting the shore here. You can't avoid that. They point him right at the cliff and they gun it. They had already done that earlier this year. Because back in the day, you would start off running parallel to the cliffs back there, not directly at them. Which makes, sense. But now, earlier in the year, they changed it so that you start running directly at those cliffs. And now, just with this most recent update, they increased the acceleration that your guy accelerates at the cliffs right at the beginning, so you can't even avoid hitting it now. It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know, I don't know. I don't understand the thought process behind that. Like, who at Rockstar said, it would be really cool at the beginning of this mission, if they choose the North Dock, if we force them to, run right into it. I think that would be awesome. Oh, here he is right there. It's already there. Gotta get him. There, got him. Whew. I wasn't expecting him to be there already. All right. Oof. Okay, my character is in a weird running mode. I can't walk. That's something else that seems to be happening lately too. Your character just starts running. So all right, we're gonna do the cocoa first, and then we're gonna get the brownie mix over to the right, and that'll fill 87% of the bag, and then that last 12%, 12.5% will just be cash. And like I said, it's not that great, but it's enough. It will put us over. I said maybe I would try all the different other approaches and stuff for Cayo for the variety. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't do Cayo anymore unless I'm helping someone else with it. For no other reason than I'm sick and tired of listening to Pavel and his endless vocals the same every single time. His messages. Quality of life update that I've been asking for a long time is for let us turn that off. If you've heard them already 10 times, you don't need to hear them anymore. It made sense the first couple times as you became familiar with the mission and stuff, but after literally running this hundreds of times, I don't need to hear the Cayo lot. I don't need to hear the Pavel stuff anymore. But you guys know Rockstar. If it annoys the players, it will remain. That's their policy. All right, so I think I've got the new compound pattern down now at this point. I do it pacifist. I now know that there are some people you can kill. I was talking with someone in one of the earlier streams last week or earlier this week that the guy in the alcove, I was saying I couldn't kill him. I was getting caught. And that was true. There was one run I did where he was the only guy I killed, and I still got caught. But it turns out it's because I didn't kill him in the right spot. He wasn't deep enough in the alcove so that the Juggernaut couldn't see when he went by. So I know you can actually kill him, and you can also do the guy on the top of the stairs as well. And it's not a bad idea to do those guys because you have a chance to get the gate key. But at this point, I've kind of committed to a pacifist route where I don't kill any of them, and I'm pretty comfortable with it. So the only thing I don't like about it is without killing anyone, I never get the gate keys, which means I have to do the 4 fingerprints on the elevator. But it's not really that big of a deal. And I want to say because I get up there quicker than I did before because I'm not dealing with those guys, and because I'm not having to run back down and around to the gate, I want to say it's probably about the same amount of time, maybe even a little bit shorter. Even doing the four fingerprints on the elevator instead of the 2 on the gate, on the door under the gate. So, or behind the gate, you know what I mean? The underground entrance. So I think it's worth it. Anyway, here's the pattern that I've been doing. I run along this rail. And then I come around here, hop this wall, and I'm watching the radar up ahead of me on the left. He's like up there, waiting for him to turn. That's the alcove guy too, by the way. And he turned. So now I just come up behind him, run by him, come around here. And the only guy I take a chance with is this guy. I could have waited where I just went through and waited for him to come to a stop. But what I've been doing is sneaking around him on that corner right there. And that's probably riskier than it needs to be. But that's all right. It seems to work. I haven't been caught by him yet. But I know one day I'm going to do something stupid. I'm going to run into him or something. And then I'm going to wonder why I'm being an idiot about it. All right. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. See, it's a little more time consuming, but it's not that bad. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And one more print. This one's usually the hardest. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Yeah, a little bit longer. Like I said, normally I would finish the 2 prints in, you know, like just over a half minute. So that takes about a minute. It's not that big of a deal. Suts. Yo. Hey, Suts. How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream, sir. I'm assuming. And tequila, which is basically all we ever get in Cayo Perico anymore. Okay, 2 more cycles here. 3. And last one. There we go. Oh, I'm doing good. Doing good. Finally bringing this grind to an end after 60-some streams of it. Started back in March, so I'm excited for this tonight. I'm excited to finish this up. So, okay. I'm gonna come down behind this guy. You got to remember the juggernaut's on the move here. And I'm really lucky that breaking that flower pot does not alert that guy that I just went by. Okay. Now I think I can go ahead and hop this through, because he's going to look the other way. And this guy is done. So we are out of here. Oh, thank you very much. I'm good at Cayo. Yeah, I'd better be. I've done it a couple hundred times. Although this is a new pattern. Since they made the change with the Drug Wars DLC. I used to do a different pattern where I was taking out most of those guards, looking for the gate key. But nowadays, when the new guards spawn in, or if the Juggernaut is walking, they'll find the dead bodies. So now you have to kind of sneak through pacifist style. I can take this guy out, though, because no one discovers him. He wasn't important enough to be in the compound, so nobody cares about him. I guess. And we jump out here. Go past this palm tree. Try not to hit the palm tree, which I sometimes do. And we are just about done. Now, you're going to see the words at the bottom of the screen, escape Cayo Perico. As soon as those words disappear, like that, you can stop. See, controller down, nothing else to do. Just wait for a minute and it will finish the heist. Done it like 3 times. Yeah. No, I've done it. I would say I have literally done it over 300 times, I'm going to guess. I have to have. Across multiple characters, but mostly on this character. But I've definitely done it several hundred times, for sure. Absolutely. No way around it. Guys, I think this is going to be the moment. This should be it. This should put us over the $1 billion mark now. I'm going to be a billionaire. Oh, I've been waiting for this so long. This has been such a long time coming. Yeah, you get way better money solo, and it's easier to do solo also, by the way. In my opinion. In my opinion, of course. So we're going to get 1.47 million. So just under 1.5 million will be our payout here. And I didn't see, what was my time on that? Did I get it under 10 minutes? Obviously, it was under 15. Oh, it's not going to show it, is it? Oh, yeah, I think it still will after the shot here. There we go. So what was my time? 9:36. Okay, cool. Got it done in under 10 minutes. I like it. 1.47. So this will be it, guys. The $1 billion grind is done. Let's see. I know I can just hit the D-pad down, but yeah, look, you can already see it up there in the upper right, but let's put it up here. Let's see. Main menu, withdraw. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Account balance right up at the top. There. I'm so blind. Here, you guys know I'm like 50 right here. I'll put my little glasses on. Maybe I can see it. So, yeah. 1,800,898. So we're 1 million. Did I just say? I'm having a stroke here. I'm just so excited. 1,800,000,000. So, thank you. Thank you very much. That is it. The $1 billion grind is complete. My character is now a billionaire. Now, like I said, I'm going to grind probably like another 100, 200 million as a cushion, just so I can go ahead and start buying everything I want to buy and not dip back down under $1 billion. Because, you know, now that I'm a billionaire, I want to stay there. If you guys have ever watched Silicon Valley, that one guy, Tres Coma, he's got 3 commas because he's, what is that, 10 digits? 10-digit legit. So I want to stay in the 3 comma club. And in order to do that, I got to make sure I don't spend too much money and dip down, you know, under that $1 billion again. So with that in mind, let's take a look at our warehouses, because that will be the first key, like straight up, to make some quick money. Only got 4.5 mil. That's a big difference. Yes. Honestly, man, my warehouses here that are just about ready to sell, that's going to net me 7.5 million after I sell all 5 of them, and they're all 5 just about ready. Let's see where we're at. 2 of them are ready already for sure. The other 3 I was working on with the agents. Let's see where Venwood is. Okay, we got 2 spots left for her to acquire crates. So I'll go ahead and I could just do crate source missions instead, but you know, I like to utilize these guys. AZ Dog Pound, congrats. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm playing on Xbox Series X, the new gen version of the game, what they used to call the expanded and enhanced. And I actually have it on PS5 now too. I haven't played online there yet. I've been playing story mode on there just for fun, relaxing these last couple of days. But I am thinking about doing a series of videos starting with a brand new from scratch character on my PS5. Nice. Easy. That's right. You're uber rich. You're already past 2 billion, man. Jeez. 250 million. You'll do that in another month or two, probably, won't you? You clear like 50 million a week, don't you? I think you've said that before. You do 50 million weeks, don't you? Sometimes. Yeah, I thought so. I've done a few 50 million weeks, but I don't know. I don't always have the amount of time I need to grind that much, or maybe I'm just not always quite that motivated. I'm definitely not going to be that motivated now, sir. I wanted a billion, and I wanted to be a billionaire. I wanted to be in the 3 comma club. Now that I'm there, I'm not so worried about making money anymore. Now, it's funny. I say that, but there's some stuff that, like, if I didn't do, I wouldn't feel right. Like, if I wasn't cycling my warehouse agents, I'd feel like I wasn't playing right. If I wasn't now doing the new business, the acid lab, it's a great source of income. If I wasn't cycling that, I wouldn't feel right. So I say I'm done grinding, but I think we all know I'm not really 100%. Hey, look, this guy is done and ready. As a matter of fact, did he shoot over? No, he didn't. He's at 77 too. So, okay. So 3 of my warehouses are complete of the 5. I've got 2 left. Yeah, cars cost so much money. And yeah, Suts, I mean, the truth is, I've been very conservative with my spending. There are so many things I could buy that I haven't. But I've got everything I need. Well, you know what? I take that back. If I wanted to race competitively and be able to compete in any class of race, I definitely need to build up my car collection, and I need to get some supercars with HSW updates. Because like I was saying earlier, when I was avoiding grinding this week because I didn't want to shoot over the $1 billion mark, I actually changed from free aim to assisted aim so I could actually play in lobbies with some people and join some races with some people. And one thing I discovered is that my Krieger, my maxed out Krieger, is not a great supercar anymore. You definitely need HSW supercars to compete nowadays. So a full warehouse sells for 2.2 million, but I only go to 80 crates, not 111. And the reason for that is this. I do a lot of AFKing, and if you have over 77 crates in your warehouse and you go AFK for like 12 hours in the game, you'll come back and find your crate warehouse raided. So what I do is I let my agents get it up to 77 crates, and then I'll do 1 3-crate mission, 3-crate source mission to get it from 77 to 80, and then I'll sell that warehouse immediately. In 80 crates sells for 1.5 million. So I will do 5 warehouses at 1.5 million each, which is 7.5 million, and it takes me about an hour and a half to do that. And using my agents to build up crates like that, if I cycle them enough day to day, it takes me about a week. But crates are a great way to go with the agents nowadays. I don't like doing a bunch of sourcing missions. That's not my thing. I know it's great for grinding RP and stuff. So, yeah, see, I was trying to... Oh, why is my Toreador in here? Oh, because I was using it on some missions, and I wanted to be able to call it from a garage. That's what it was. So my only 2 racers on this character are my Krieger and my Itali GTO. And neither one of these can hang with the HSW cars now. So my Krieger used to own in races, and so did the Itali GTO. But nowadays I'll come up against like a weaponized Ignis with HSW, which will crush my Krieger, or I'll come up against a Banshee with HSW, which will crush my Itali GTO. So these guys were the best racers last year, but not so much now with HSW. Yeah, yep. Like I said, I'm going to grind a cushion of about 100 to 200 million, and then at that point, I'm going to go ahead and start building up like my racing garage, and start playing in some assisted aim lobbies where I can actually find people to race with, because in free aim, there's nobody racing. I can't get a race to save my life in this platform on free aim. So in my Itali GTO, you know, this is not going to be a good example because of the snow. But this thing is so freaking fast. But, oh man, I accidentally drove right into the ground. Oops. Hold on a sec. Abort. Let's try this again. Oh, wait, I got to sit through a loading screen now. Thanks, Rockstar. Seriously, why does it take so long to load into your property, man? I mean, I feel like that shouldn't be like a difficult thing, man. Rockstar, man. Their quality is such crap anymore sometimes. So, yeah, this is probably going to not go well to try to example because of the snow. And this thing already has a tendency to bounce even when things are dry. But the speed of this thing is up. Oh, that guy had to turn, didn't he? But the speed of this thing is amazing. Really great speed on this car. It's been one of my favorite cars for a long time. It really does rock. But like I said, I was in a race the other night, a sports car race, and I pulled this out and I was racing with this, and some dude was in a Banshee. And when I saw a Banshee, I was laughing. I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna crush you." But man, on the straightaway, he crushed me. And then I realized afterwards that Banshees can have the HSW update, and that's what his had. So anyway, that's going to be my big adjustment. That'll be the first thing that I really buy. The other thing I want to buy is maybe some more Arena War vehicles. Not because I like to play Arena War events. In fact, I hate them, and I never ever play them. But the Arena War vehicles are fun for trolling in free mode. Not that I'm going to be griefing people or anything like that, but just having some fun, you know what I mean? Shunt boosting people around, stuff like that. Some people get really upset by that, actually, though. But it's all right. Like I said, I'm not a griefer. I don't, like, bother someone over and over again. If they display irritation, I leave them alone. Most people laugh, though. Want to get to 100 million. Yeah, it's not that hard, man. $100 million, you know, the way to go is definitely, you said you've done Cayo, so you need a Kasaka. But once you have a Kasaka, man, you can, that's your ticket. As soon as you have the Kasaka, I would purchase up, you know, the things you need. Oh, this guy. Purchase up the things that you need to do Cayo more efficiently, and then learn how to run it efficient. You go back and watch any of my streams. In fact, even this one, I did pretty much all the setups in this one, and just follow through and do it the way I do it. It's not the most exciting. Like I said, I'm pretty bored of it myself personally. Not the most exciting, but it is profitable, and you make a good amount of money in a short amount of time. So, can't hack. Yeah, the Cayo hacks are really easy, man. You should be able to learn those. After you do them a few times, it gets easy. Oh, you know something I discovered, actually? I was going to mention this. So I told you guys I was playing story mode on my PS5 this last couple days just for fun. And I was playing as Michael, and I was doing the Epsilon stuff. And I got to the one Epsilon mission where you use like this weird looking detector thing to like find these advanced things or whatever. It's like the second or third Epsilon mission. And I realized that's what, you know, the metal detector you have on Cayo now to go find like the 2 buried treasures. That's actually cut and pasted from the Epsilon mission. I didn't even remember that or realize that. I haven't done the Epsilon mission probably since 2014. So it's been a really long time. But you're holding the metal detector thing with the left trigger, just like you do on Cayo. And it's got those same blue bars as you get closer to the target, showing you that you're getting closer. So on Cayo, when you're doing when you're hunting for the buried treasure stuff, that's a total cut paste from story mode Epsilon missions for Michael. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but holy crap. I didn't even realize that until like yesterday. I don't usually do the treasure hunts on Cayo anyway, because what are they, 15,000 for each pile? So, and there's 2 of them, so like 30 grand tops. It's really not worth the time if you're like rushing to make 1.5 million. Secret outfits. What are the secret outfits? I guess I don't know which outfits are secret. I have some like special ones that you had to do stuff for to get, like the Halloween stuff, finding all 200 pumpkins. I got the snowman outfit because I did all the snowmen the other week. Oh, hey, GD. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've got the action figure one because I'm kind of a completionist for that stuff. I do all the extra stuff. Like I found all the playing cards, I found all the action figures, I found all the movie props. I did the serial killer thing. Of course, I did mods, bounty hunts. I did the treasure hunt. I don't have the Epsilon robe, not in game. I mean, I have it in story mode for doing the Epsilon missions as Michael, but I don't have it in online, no. And I actually don't know how to get it either. I guess I've seen people wearing it, but I never really cared for that outfit anyway. Not that I like the Impotent Rage outfit either, but... So I got all my ammo here. Oops, I don't know if you guys hear that yipping. I've got a Shih Tzu dreaming under my desk here. Hey, wake up, girl. She's under my desk going, yip, yip, yip. She's dreaming. Go to the nightclub bathroom. Tip $1,000 and you get it. Really? Is there a bathroom in the nightclub? I mean, in my own nightclub, or are you saying the strip club? And I don't know, is there even a bathroom? Hey, on the party floor. In my own nightclub. Really? The only time I go in... Oh, I'm so used to flying my Mark II up onto the roof. Well, yeah, I know there's a bathroom in my nightclub because I throw the puking guy out all the time from the Marcel missions. By the way, have you guys noticed that the Marcel missions now, there doesn't seem to be a cooldown on them anymore? Actually, I want to go out to the ground, don't I? Get my car. There used to be, it seemed like before, if you got a Marcel mission, you couldn't get it again for a while. And so if you still needed to raise your nightclub reputation, you'd actually have to call Tony and get those missions. Or go to the computer and do it the old-fashioned way. But recently, when I walk into the loading dock entrance to my nightclub, I get a Marcel mission, and if I come back and go in again, I get it again right away. It doesn't seem like there's any cooldown on that anymore. You can just get Marcel missions over and over again. I don't know if that's a new thing or if it's a bug, if maybe it's not supposed to be, but it seemed to me a couple months ago you couldn't do that. You had to, you could only get a Marcel mission like once every 48 minutes before. See if I can show that. So there's a guy in my bathroom. You're saying that I can tip and get an Epsilon outfit? I don't know, guys. $1,000, man. It's a lot of money. Now that I'm a billionaire. All right, let's check it out and see. I'm just clowning about the money, obviously. So, all right. Well, wait, I want to get a Marcel mission first. Hold on one sec. Let me at least trigger that first. Oh, look at this. I didn't get one. Usually you get it while you're running up these stairs. I didn't get one. Making a liar out of me after telling you guys that it seems to be doing it all the time now. All right, so let's see what's in this bathroom. So there's a guy in here I need to tip. This guy here. Well, they don't get me a lot of money or anything. They get me reputation for my nightclub. And when your nightclub has 100% reputation, you get 50,000 every 48 minutes in the safe.
How's it going?
Tip the attendant so I have to do this 1,000 times. You can only tip them $1 at a time. Oh. What the hell did he just yell?
Another day, another dollar.
I didn't even know you could do this.
Yeah.
But you have to tip it. You have to tip him 1,000 times individually, $1 at a time.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I don't know, guys. I've already lost count. I don't know how many I've done.
Got that right. Thanks.
If you get into passive mode. All right, well, let's count here. 1, I know we've already done about 10 or 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm not making you guys sit through that. All right, I'll do that offline later. But thanks for letting me know about that. So you say after like 100 or 1,000, whichever it is, then I get the Epsilon outfit? I'll have to try that. So let me try again on the Marcel. If you get into passive mode before you go in the club, you'll always get the easy missions. When you say easy, are you talking about the ones where you just have to like throw the guy out as opposed to having to go drive him somewhere? Is that what you mean by easy? Because I think they're all pretty easy. In fact, the only one... Yeah, Marcel's not giving me any love. Maybe I need to take money out the safe. Let's try that real quick here. $1,500. All right, so usually if I run out and then back in, lately it's been giving me a Marcel mission every single time when I hit those stairs on the way up. Let me clear messages and deposit cash real quick. Actually, this is going to put me over that 1 million mark. There we go. 1,139,178. All right. So let's see if Marcel will hit me up on the way up the steps here. Usually it's like halfway up these stairs. Nope. Nothing. Nada. Huh. I wonder if I need to jump sessions. I mean, I can always call Tony and do the missions. That's not a big deal. But it's kind of weird. I'm not sure why. It's been a long time since I've done a Marcel mission, like since yesterday too. So I feel like he should be hitting me up. This is Marcel, right? Yeah, this is the guy. Dude, why aren't you giving me missions, man? I'll go out this way and maybe swing around. Passive, no driving. All right, well, here. How do you go into passive mode? I don't know. Voice chat. Enable passive mode. Passive mode is disabled when playing as of yet. Oh, I wonder if it's because I'm CEO. Maybe that's it. I know you said passive mode, but hold on. Let me go in without being a CEO. Maybe that's what the difference is. Because a lot of times when I'm just cycling like my nightclub safe stuff, like the Marcel missions and like my CEO crate agents and stuff, a lot of times I'm not in CEO. Nope, he still ain't hitting me up. Yeah, I don't know. It's like bugged out. You know what I'm going to do? Actually, I'm going to jump sessions. Let's just see if it's a session thing. I probably should have spawned in my nightclub. That would have been a little quicker. I'm going to be in my CEO office.
Boss. Oh, hi.
I do like the Christmas tree stuff. I visited my old apartment the other day. Tinsel Towers. That was the apartment I had way back, like on PS3. That was my favorite apartment. I remember way back in like 2014 when they put the Christmas tree up in there. I thought it was really cool. God, has it really been 8 years? It really has, hasn't it? And I know the game is even a year older than that, but I didn't start playing it until fall of 2014, almost a year after it came out. Ironically, when I bought it on PS3, that was when everyone was now getting it on PS4. I'm always like behind the times. Swoop into this parking lot. I was kind of angled funny there. I was further east than I thought I was. So, okay, let's see if this makes a difference now. We're in a new lobby and not CEO. I'm a little weirded out by the fact that Marcel's not offering me these missions because, yeah, as recently as 2 days ago, he was doing it every single time I came in here. Whether I needed it or not, I had 100% nightclub popularity, and he still was offering them to. Yeah, no, he ain't offering them. And it usually hits when I'm like halfway up this stairways when I get the text. So, yeah. So I'll try passive mode just to see if that makes any difference. But I don't think it's going to. I might have to actually call Tony and do the missions, which is not a big deal. I mean, I did that pretty regularly too anyways. I do want to change my radar to full size. And what did we say? Passive mode? Okay. So I'm in passive mode. Am I rich on PS5? I haven't played online yet on PS5. I literally just bought the game on Christmas for PS5. Christmas Day. Because it was on sale for $20. And I've only played story mode on there. So when I start up on PS5, it's going to be a brand new character. Unless. Now here's the funny thing, guys. When I bought this version of the game, back in March, I think is when it came out. prior to that, I'd been playing on the Xbox One version of the game, okay? And if you guys have watched some of my earlier streams, you've seen me do like heists with friends and stuff where the unprofessionals like Reaper and Carolina and Freyan and those guys, we've done a few streams together. They stream on Twitch, I stream on YouTube, obviously. But with those guys, we're playing on Xbox One version of the game. So when I bought this version and I loaded it up the first time, I had the option of transferring my Xbox One character into here, but I didn't want to do that because those guys were not jumping to this version of the game. And if I transferred that character, Rockstar made it so that you would lose that character. Now, what I ended up finding was my old PS4 character that I hadn't played in over a year. And if you watch my very first... hold on, I gotta take care of this spammer. And if you watch my earlier streams, you'll see where I talked about when I first came in here, I found this character from PS4, and he only had like $25 million, but he was level 195 and he already owned a Kasatka and stuff. So when I started this $1 billion grind, I didn't actually start from zero. I started from 25 million and I already had the Kasatka and stuff. So it was pretty well set up to get moving. I did have to buy like the agency and stuff like that. I didn't have that yet. So I had to buy a few things, but for the most part, he was good to go for the grind. And that's what I started with. Now, where am I going with all this? So you know this character that I'm playing right now was originally a PS4 character. Okay, cool. I've still got my Xbox One character in the Xbox One version. I'm wondering if I load up the game on my PS5 to online and I link it with my social club, I wonder if it's going to notice my Xbox One character and give me the option to transfer that one into PS5. And then I wouldn't have to start from scratch. That guy's like level 200 some, and he's got a couple 100 million already. So I wouldn't have to start completely from scratch. So I wonder. Hey, Zephyr, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I will. I actually don't even know that account by heart yet because I'm never on there. But yes, I'm definitely going to hit you up on PS5. How did I transfer PS4 to Xbox? No, it's your character data is actually on Rockstar's servers, and it's in your social club. If you go to social club and go into your profile and look under your game, you'll see that there's like your different characters for different platforms, like PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, PC. There's like, you can have all these different platforms. And so you could have a character in all those different platforms under a single Rockstar social account. And that's where it found it. It found that PS4 account under that same social network account, and it was able to bring that into this. Even though this character started on PS4, it's now in the Xbox Series version of the game. And that's fine. Rockstar allows that, basically. I didn't personally, the way you asked the question, how did I transfer PS4 to hit it to the Xbox? I didn't. Rockstar just had that character data available. You start from scratch. I have Cayo and Doomsday. Nice. I actually hate the Doomsday heist. that was what I was doing with the unprofessionals. Yeah, it was a lengthy, rough grind doing that stuff. Yeah, but I appreciate that. And yeah, Cayo definitely. Although I want to say if you start from scratch in this version, aren't you able to pick like a career? Like it starts you with $4 million or something like that. So you can start off with like a CEO warehouse and with the agents, and you could get moving pretty quick actually if you wanted to. I want to say. I haven't done it because, like I said, I transferred this character, so I didn't go through all that. Oh, man. But yes, we are in the 3 comma club now. So we're over $1 billion. You can add me. I want to say I have 0 friends on PSN right now because I haven't played on it in so long. and on my PS4, I really didn't do much socially on it. I don't actually know my PSN name right now because, like I said, I haven't been on it. I don't even know it. It's gonna be Mocklay, I'm sure of that. Because like this one is Mocklay XB, and I think I did that to differentiate myself from Mocklay, which is I think that's going to be my PSN name will probably be like Mock underscore, because PSN doesn't allow spaces, right? You have to have underscores. Am I remembering that correctly? So my PSN name is going to be Mock underscore Lay, MACH underscore LEI. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. They give you $4 million, but you have to spend it all and have nothing left, like 425K. Right. But that $4 million you can spend on like an office and a warehouse and stuff, correct? So you can get moving right away on stuff. I guess I always start off doing all the one-off stuff anyway, like the mod bounty missions and the action figures and the playing cards and all that stuff. And you get all the bonus money from that, which is like, usually like $250,000 for one, $250 for the other, whatever. So you get like $1 million together, and then you can run some regular stuff, some regular grinding stuff. I don't know what all you can buy with that for. I don't know what all is available to you, but you can certainly get businesses up and running. Yes. That's one of them. But I don't think that's this one. I want to say Mocklay 4 Pro. I don't want to bore you, but let's just say I made a mistake with my PSN names. My PS3 original name I thought was just Mock-Lay or Mock_Lay. When I got my PS4 Pro, I was too stupid to realize that I could use my PS3 screen name. And so I created Mocklay 4 Pro just to let me know that was for my PS4 Pro. But then later on, I realized I could use my regular Mocklay. Isn't there one that's just Mock-Lay then? Or Mock_Lay? That's not one, really? There should be. Because I know what one you're talking about. Mocklay 4 Pro was my second one, but that's not the one I ended up using, and that's not the one this character came from. Although I do have an account on that one too, by the way. A GTA Online character, I mean. What is the other one? Is it just Mock-Lay or just Mock_Lay? Yes, that's the one right there. Mock_Lay. That's the one that I'm using now. I'm not using the 4 Pro one anymore. I don't sign in as that one. And that's my original PSN account from all the way back on the PS3 days. You have to buy supplies, sort of puts you in a pinch. Yeah, I guess. But again, if you do all that one-off stuff, like the like I said, the playing cards and the action figures and all that one-off stuff, and it's easy to grind up $1 million. And then so if I grind $1 million, then I'll have enough money to buy supplies to get moving, for to get things going. It's just, I guess I know what you're saying, but I think it's doable. I mean, we'll find out because I'm going to be doing it. Hide user on channel. Hold on, there was another spammer came in. So can't send you a friend request due to settings. So does that mean that my Mocklay account does not accept friend requests? Is that what that means? And I might have done that back in when I was doing the stuff. I might have done that. Okay. Well, I will change that. I can't like easily. It's it's like over there on the other side of the curtain, so I can't actually do it easily right now. But I will absolutely change that setting. I'll have to find it and change that so people can add me. And yeah, why don't you throw it in here so I can have that too. Now I have 3 accounts on PS5. Awesome. Hey, Zephy, are you still here with us? Zephyr, are you still here? X-X_Suts. Zephy, if you're still here, also note that down, the mock_lay. That's my PSN. And don't forget to add me on there too. Because we're definitely going to have some fun getting started out. You know what? Even if I have an account, even if I can transfer my Xbox One account over to PS5, I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to start from scratch because I would like this experience. I've never seen this this new way of starting out. Every character I've ever started, I started out racing with Lamar and just doing all the regular intro stuff, you know, that you do from the very beginning. I've never seen this career stuff that you can start off with before. It's totally new to me, totally foreign to me. So I want to experience it, and of course I'll record it. And like I said, I want to make kind of a video about starting from absolute zero. Not that I'm going to grind him up to $1 billion in videos or anything like that, but just getting to the point where he's self-sufficient, has everything he needs, and can afford everything that he wants to buy. That's all. I don't think it's that hard, to be honest with you. It'll be a little weird to be at zero with nothing, not even any good like auto upgrades and stuff. Although you guys know this, right? That even if you can't, like if you go to LSC and if there's stuff you can't get, like say the chrome paint job or the higher level updates to the engines, you know, if you get the auto shop, you can do it in your own auto shop even if you haven't gotten to that level, right? I don't know if everyone knows that or not, but that is something I noticed earlier last year when I was doing it and I had the newer characters. So something to bear in mind. But anyways, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up at this point. Suts, I'll definitely look for you. I'll have to go look at my PSN settings and change that so that I can have friends and stuff on there. I probably set it to no friends sometimes way back in the day. I know I've still got my Xbox account set as like not showing I'm online. Every time Zephy or Mr. 5 or whoever tries to jump in with me, they're like, "You're not online." And I'm like, "Yeah, I am. You can see me online." But apparently somewhere I've got my settings. I need to familiarize myself with that stuff a little bit more. It's just stuff I haven't messed with. But everyone, yep, absolutely, Suts, I will. Thank you very much. And yeah, we'll definitely hook up and have some fun over on that platform. I can help you, you know, get better at Cayo or whatever, or anything you want to grind. So anyways, guys, we're going to finish it off here. We are over the $1 billion mark, and this is the finale of these streams. So not saying I'm not going to stream in the future. I probably will, but it won't be $1 billion grind streams anymore. Maybe we'll just do like Friday night sometimes where I'll just, like, if anyone who wants to come in and grind their own stuff, we'll just help you grind your stuff or whatever. That could be kind of fun. I think it'd be nice to have a community of people who, you know, help each other do the jobs a little bit better with multiple people, stuff like that. Of course, the limitation is for the most part, if you're playing with this character, you'll have to be on Xbox Series. So I don't know how many people there are with that, but at any rate, guys, that's where we're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys very much for watching, guys. Thanks for coming by. It's been a blast. It's been a lot of fun. 60 freaking episodes. I didn't think it was going to take this many, but it did. But I am glad that it is concluded, and I'm glad we hit the goal. So everybody, as always, thank you very much for watching, and have a great game.